Hello, madam. Good day. We are going to present about employee motivation assignment 2. So, my name is Darshini from MSUJB.
I'm Vishali from MSUJB.
So, the topic is exploring employee motivation, the interview with a human resource professional.
For the introduction part, um, employee motivation improves performance and satisfaction. So when the employee feel motivated, they naturally put in more effort and care about their work. In simple terms, if someone likes what they're doing and feel appreciate, they'll do a better job and feel happy at the same time. It's like they're not just working for the salary, but also because they enjoy being there. The second point is HR plays a key role in keeping employees motivated. HR isn't just about hiring people, but they actually help keep employees motivated through things like recruitment, coaching, communication, and benefits. So basically, HR set the tools if they do their job well, so employee feel supported and valued, which makes them want to support and perform better. And the last one is good communication and support build a positive workplace. A clear communication and proper guidance like coaching and counseling help employees understand what expected and how to improve. Honestly, when people know what they're doing and feel someone has their back, um, they're less stressed and more confident at work.
Good day, Madam Siti Roshaida. So, my name is Navina Bashkar. I'm from Group 6 and I'm from MSU Shah Alam. So, I will continue with the question one about this recruitment. So, the question is how does your recruitment and selection process ensure that candidates with high intrinsic motivation are identified and hired? So from this interview, what the HR professional explained is one of the main things I understood from her is companies today don't focus on just on education anymore. It's not only about your diploma or degree, but more about your attitude and intrinsic motivation, like whether you genuinely want to learn and grow. So another important point is about being authentic during interviews. Instead of giving memorized or perfect answers, HR actually prefers when candidates are real and honest. So this helps them understand your true personality better. Also, employers are not only looking for people who work for salary, but those who are willing to learn, improve themselves, and contribute to the organization. So, because of that, traits like good communication skills, taking initiatives, and having a growth mindset have become very important. So overall, from this, hiring today is more focused on personality and soft skills rather than just qualifications. So from my personal learning, I realized that being honest and genuine in interviews is very important. And also intrinsic motivation plays a big role in employability, not just wanting a job for money, but having the desire to learn and grow. So the question two about is coaching and counseling. So the question is how do managers balance performance feedback and emotional support to maintain employee motivation without causing stress or burnout? So from this interview, what the HR professional explained is what I learned from that is emotional intelligence is very important for managers. It's not just about managing tasks, but also understanding employees, emotions, and their overall well-being. So managers should use a more empathetic and supportive approach when giving feedback instead of criticizing employees directly. So one of the key thing is to listen first before giving any feedback to them because sometimes employee may have valid reasons behind their performance. So for example, if an employee miss any deadline, instead of immediately blaming them, a manager should first ask them about the reason and then provide support or guidance to them. So this helps the employees feel understood and motivated to improve. So overall, from this, good leadership requires empathy and understanding. Harsh feedback can demotivate employees, so it's better to be supportive and focus on helping them to improve. So question 3 about is communication. So the question is, how does the organization handle communication during times of change or crisis, and what impact does this have on employee motivation? So from this interview, from the HR chat, and I understood from her is that communication is very important, especially during times of change or crisis. It's usually hard to know whether employees can adapt at the beginning, but their real adaptability can be seen when they face actual work challenges. So because of that, managers should not suddenly assign tasks without explanation. Instead of they need to communicate in advance and provide clear instructions, SOPs, and proper guidance so employees know how to do and what to do. Leaders also play an important role in guiding, training, and supporting their team. So, when communication is clear, it helps reduce stress and confusion, and also at the same time, it builds trust, confidence, and motivation among employees. For example, when a company introduces a new system, the manager should first conduct a briefing, provide training, and allow employees to ask questions. So this helps them understand better and adapt more easily. So overall, from this, poor communication can lead to stress and low performance, while good communication provides support, clarity, and helps employees stay motivated.
Good day, madam. My name is Pavitra Mulyandi. In this section, I will share the key findings from our interview with the HR professional, focusing on three main areas, which is employee qualities for long-term commitment, communication channels, and employee benefit. Firstly, when we asked the HR about the qualities needed in candidates to ensure long term motivation and commitment, she emphasized that the most important factors is willingness to work. Employees must be ready to accept tasks and take responsibility without hesitation. In addition, having a positive attitude is very important because it directly affects how employees handle challenges and work with others. The HR also highlight adaptability, meaning employees should be open to change and new tasks in the workplace. Instead of saying, I don't know, employees are expected to take initiative and to try learn. Another key point is teamwork, where employees must cooperate well with their managers and colleagues. Overall, the HR explained that attitude and willingness are more important than technical skills alone. Secondly, regarding communication channels, the HR explained that different tools are used depending on the situation and level of employees. For daily and quick communication, WhatsApp is widely used, especially for the operational updates. For corporate level communication, Microsoft Teams is commonly used to manage meetings, chats, and collaboration. Formal communication is usually done through emails, while one to one discussion are used for the private or sensitive matters. In additional, organization conduct daily morning briefing and weekly meeting to ensure that everyone is aligned and updated. These communication methods help employees feel more connected, heard, and informed about their tasks and responsibilities. Thirdly, in the term of employee motivation and benefit, the HR explained that motivation is not only about the salary or bonuses, instead of simply form of appreciation play a very important roles. For example, employee may receive small gifts, recognition, or appreciation for their work. Long-serving employees are also acknowledged for their loyalty, and a special milestone or events are celebrated within the organization. Even farewell gifts are given as a form of appreciation. These are small but meaningful gestures help employees feel valued and respected. As a result, it improves their motivation and increase their commitment to stay longer in the organization. This also related to Maslow hierarchies of needs, where employees seek belongingness and assistant needs such as recognition and appreciation. That's it for me, Adam. I pass to next presenter.
So for the content, these are the three questions that I ask the HR professional. For the first question, I ask about how onboarding affects employee motivation. So the first point is onboarding helps new employees feel comfortable and motivated. From the interview, the HR mentioned that new employees usually feel lost and unsure when they first join. So the company provides onboarding such as training, assigning a buddy, and explaining the company rules. In my opinions, this is important because it helps employees feel more comfortable and less stressed. When they understand their role from the beginning, they can adapt faster and stay motivated. So for the second question is about coaching and how it helps employees become more self-motivated. Second point is coaching and mentoring make employees more independent and motivated. The HR explained that managers focus on coaching and mentoring instead of just supervising. They guide employees and support them when they face challenges. I think this is effective because employees feel supported rather than pressure. This helps them become more confident and motivated to improve on their own. The third question is focuses on communication between departments and teamwork. The third point is the good communication builds teamwork and avoid misunderstandings. According to the HR, clear and fast communication is important to keep everything running smoothly. They use tools like group messaging to solve issues quickly. From my understanding, this helps avoid misunderstandings and build trust among all employees. It also creates a better teamwork and a more productive work environment. That's all from me.
This is the question I asked the HR. I ask about how clear job expectation during hiring affect employee and motivation. Clear job expectation during hiring improve motivation. Okay. From the interview, the HR explained that the company provides a detailed job description during the hiring process. So employees clearly understand their role and responsibility before they join. In my opinion, this is really important because when employees know what to expect, uh, they won't feel confused and misled later. It helps them feel more secure and satisfied with their job, which also keep them motivated in the long run. And the second question is about how managers identify and handles demotivations among employees. The point is, regular check-ins help identify and solve demotivation early. The HR also mentioned that managers try to build good relationship with employees through casual interactions like team lunches and also conduct one-on-one check-ins to understand how employees are feeling. I think this is also helpful because sometimes it's hard to notice when someone is demotivated. So, by talking regularly, managers can identify problems early and support employees before things get worse. And the third one is focuses on how the organizations recognize employee beyond formal benefits. Uh, the point is, simple recognitions boost motivation and morale. According to the HR, the company motivates employees not only through formal benefits but also through simple recognitions like saying thank you, giving certificates, or acknowledging their efforts in front of others. For my understanding, this works really well because employees feel appreciated even through small gestures. It doesn't always need to cost money, but it can still increase motivation and create a more positive working environment. That's all from me. Thank you.
So the last part is conclusion. So overall, from the report, what we can understand is that employee motivation plays a very important role in the success of an organization. It's not just about one factor, but it's influenced by many HR practices, starting from recruitment all the way to daily work experience. Organizations today focus more on hiring people with the right attitude and intrinsic motivation, and not just qualification. So at the same time, coaching and continuous support from managers help improve performance and reduce stress among employees. So clear communication is also very important because it builds trust and help employees adapt better, especially during changes. In addition, additionally, when employees receive recognition and opportunities to grow, it increases their satisfaction and encourages them to stay longer in the organization. So, in the end, motivation is not only responsibility of HR, but also leaders and managers who play a big role in creating a supportive work environment. So that's all from us, madam. Thank you.